Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Mia if you haven't been here already, but this is my first official video, I guess you could say. And today we're going to be doing a everything I've crocheted. I've been crocheting for about 2 to 3 years now, and I've definitely done a lot more garments than I have amigurumi or anything else like decor wise. So we're just going to start at the beginning with probably the first thing I ever made. Alright y'all, little change of camera angle so we can see some more. Crack open a DP and get started. So the first thing I probably ever made was this god awful granny square. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere. I started with cotton acrylic yarn because I didn't really like the way that acrylic yarn felt at first. I started crocheting probably sometime in the late summer when it was still hot outside, so that was the first thing I ever made that I did not frog. We started getting into some more intricate projects like immediately from there. Once I pick something up, I kind of just run with it. So we went with obviously whatever was free off of Pinterest, granny square crochet designs. The granny square slowly evolved into making my own pattern, so this one was kind of adapted from another pattern that I made, which was this one, which was originally this one. So if we go in order, we technically worked it out like this. We started with the pocket granny square cross that was supposed to like be a Bible mark. We upgraded it into the larger version, which I made on my own, just basically upping all of the stitches. And then we transformed this into a square version, which me and my sister actually made into a huge blanket, put a picture here, that we gave to my grandmother. And I have a couple of the squares left over because we made so many. These squares were made using Premier yarns, which I absolutely love. It is so soft, so shiny. So the granny square fix did not stop after that, and we started getting into another blanket after that one was finished. So this one is currently a whip, but before Big Twist went out of business, basically, I got these, which I believe were, I want to say they were the Big Twist Party line, and probably a couple of menagerie in here as well, but there's almost one of every color. We're making a gradient rainbow blanket, which was kind of inspired for Pride Month, but never got finished during Pride Month, and also it's a blanket and it's very hot, so not exactly the best for Pride Month. So rainbow gradient blanket soon to be here. Keeping on with the granny square fixation.
I want everybody to know that every time I say we went to the store and picked up this, we made this, it's just me. I don't know why I kept saying we. There's only me. I'm the only one making these things. Thank you. Just had to clarify.
We picked up the Red Heart all-in-one granny square skein. Red Heart all-in-one granny square skeins. And I picked up, I don't know what you would call this colorway, but it's very Rasta. Made this for the month of April. And here's what it looks like on. So this is the granny square all-in-one Red Heart sweater that I ended up making. There's a couple of loose ends because this was one of my first crochet garments, and actually the first time that I ever tried this on, it straight up ripped. Like the seams just ripped. Still, for one of the first things I ever made, I think this is pretty impressive. We're gonna do a 360. So the next things I ended up making, and yes, I say things because this was the first crochet piece that I thought, oh my god, I need to make more of these, I love them, is these like half top boleros. I don't know what you technically call this besides a bolero. These are chain stitch or mesh stitch bolero tops, but I made this one and then I made another version in black, which we will try on now. So this is the second bolero top that I made, and my first time working with a almost black yarn exclusively as compared to the Halloween granny squares that I had made, and at that point that was almost a year and a half ago, so we're full into making crochet at this point, full into being like, I can do this. So here's a 360 of this one. So the next pieces that I made are almost exclusively made by B. Jax Crochet, which is Brittany Jackson. And if you do not know Brittany Jackson made by B. Jax Crochet, please go check them out because I am obsessed with these pieces. I think they're so beautiful. This is definitely when I started getting into some more advanced work and putting aside the quick, easy stitches and starting to really learn more about crochet. So this is the baby doll top. Once again, not weaving in my stitches, but just beautiful. 360 time. The next Made by B. Jax piece I am not going to try on because it's a dress and I cannot stand up to show you everything, but I already have pictures of this dress tried on and pictures of this dress on my Instagram. Go check it out. Here is the Made by B. Jax. I believe this is the Angelica dress because she just released the Morticia dress, which I'm currently working on. So here is the Angelica dress. So I know that off of the top of my head that this dress was made with the Karen either cinnamon swirl cakes or something similar, but it was in the color wave oyster. Alrighty, y'all, so the next piece I made, this one was a fun one. This was a gift for my boyfriend that didn't really get used because this I tried to make on my own. This was my first time trying to make up a pattern, and it just, it doesn't go well sometimes when you're first trying out. So I tried to make a candy cane, like, bikini top, I guess you would say, and, the thought's really there, but the execution is not. So let me take you on a tour of this piece real quick. And I think the cool part about this piece for me is that I alternated the straps, so we've got white, red, still coming along with the candy cane theme, but like I said, sometimes you just try and execution does not work. This is a rave set by Small Cotton Creations. This is a beautiful set. I worked this up with the very first yarn that I had ever used, which I tried to make into those previous mesh bolero tops, but being the very first project you ever make, mesh bolero top is very hard. So I frogged that and I made this. I cut up all of the different colors and whatnot. I put in colors that I had been given by my grandmother. I mixed colors from 2 different sets of these Karen cakes. I love Karen cakes at this point. So this set is called the Christina's Fairy Outfit set by Small Cotton Creations, as I previously said, but just in general, the way that all of the different colors work up, I just found this so fun, especially to wear to a festival. And actually, since I did not get to wear this piece, there are no pictures of it modeled or whatnot, but this is for sale if you are anywhere from a size small to medium. I would love to sell this because it is one of my best pieces I've ever worked on. I'd love to see somebody out there wearing it because I don't know if I'll be able to. This is a baby christening outfit for a little girl, which will also be available for sale if you would like. It is anywhere from, I believe, 6 weeks to 6 months it said that this could fit, but absolutely beautiful shell stitch, just in general, like, beautiful. This is when I really started getting into understanding clothing and patterns, so available for sale. This was the first hat I ever made using, I believe this is Big Twist in Tutti Frutti, which Love the pattern, loved making the hat. I am not a big fan of posh yarn. I just find it very hard to find my stitches, so I don't really do it that often, but very fun colored hat. Actually, it was inside out. Nope, it's not. I don't know. See, I don't know anything about plush yarn. It irritates me. But the only thing I regret about this, and it's my first hat, so I mean, you learn, but it is way too small. Way, way, way too small. So, in the future, make the hat a little bit bigger, but that's also probably because my tension was super off. I made this pumpkin garland using some of my scrap fabric from the original projects that I made and then frogged because they were atrocious. So this is a pumpkin garland. These are probably the first things that I ever made and kept. These are lighter holders, mushroom edition, very fun. I still make things like this. I find these very quick and easy and just like a quick way to get into crochet. This one was a more recent one, just kind of to get back into crocheting because we had moved previously and I came out of my quick crochet retirement to make this froggy headband. And the last things I have to show you are one of the more complex things I've done, which was learning how to cable knit while crocheting. So these are cat sweaters. This was made with the same cake, the Karen oyster cake that made the Angelica dress, and this one was the same cake that was used to make this Christina's fairy outfit. Full circle moment with some of these pieces and their scrap yarns. Alright guys, well that's all that I have for you today. If I find anything else, I'll be sure to make another video and show you guys some more of the pieces that I made along the way. Stay tuned for a frog or finish video with some of the pieces that I found during this one that made me realize that I have a lot of unfinished business to attend to. So if you like this video and you want to see more of it, then hit that subscribe button down below. If you like this video and you want to see some more of my content, go ahead and press that subscribe button and click the like button down below. Be sure to leave any comments letting me know what you thought of any of these pieces or if there's any projects that you'd like me to try out. My name has been Mia, or if you know me over on Instagram as Knotty Mimi, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Miles, is there anything you'd like to say to the audience today?